Step 1. Acknowledge the negative thought. The first step to dealing with negative thoughts is to recognize that you're having them. When you learn to be more mindful of what you are thinking in each moment, only then can you change it. So start to pay more attention to your thoughts during the day and acknowledge when a negative thought comes up. Step 2. Reframe the thought. Once you've identified a negative thought, try to reframe it in a more positive or realistic light. For example, instead of saying, "I'll never be able to do this," try telling yourself, "I may not be able to do this right now, but I can try to get better with practice." Step 3. Analyze the thought. If step 2 doesn't work, analyze the thought. Is it trying to tell you something that could actually benefit you? I had a client who was constantly complaining about how she looked and how her clothes didn't fit. Every time she looked in the mirror, she didn't like what she saw, and the negative thoughts in her head were overwhelming. One day it got too much and she thought, "I'm going to do something about this." So she joined the gym, started eating better, and made a commitment to look after her health. After a short while, those negative voices about how she looked dissolved because they had nothing to latch onto. It didn't benefit her any longer to think negatively about herself if she was focused on becoming healthy. She was proud of herself because she knew how hard she was working to do something about her situation and change things. Unfortunately, sometimes the only way that little guiding voice can get you to pay attention is in a negative way. So when you're having a negative thought, try analysing it by asking yourself the following questions. Is the thought based in reality? Is it based on facts, or is it an assumption or an interpretation? Are you jumping to conclusions or exaggerating the situation? What is the evidence for and against the thought? Is the evidence strong or is it weak and limited? Where did the thought come from? Is it a thought that you frequently have? Does it come up in certain situations or when you're feeling a certain way? What are the consequences of believing the thought? Would believing it lead to helpful or unhelpful outcomes? Would it affect your behaviour in a positive or negative way? Remember that you have a choice when it comes to what you think and believe. And the thoughts you choose to focus on can make a difference to how you feel. Step 4. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the act of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. The best way to connect to the present moment is to connect with your breath, because it's always here in the present. When you're having negative thoughts, practice focusing on what's happening around you and pay attention to your senses. This can help you to stay grounded and avoid getting caught up in negative thought patterns. You can also choose to redirect your focus onto a more positive thought when you are mindful. Step 5. Take a break. If you are feeling overwhelmed by negative thoughts, it can be helpful to take a break and to do something you enjoy. This can be something as simple as going for a walk or reading a book. Taking a break can help you clear your mind and return to the task with a fresh perspective. Step 6. Talk to someone. Sometimes it can be helpful to talk to someone about your negative thoughts. This could be a friend, family member, or therapist. Sharing your thoughts with someone else can help you gain a new perspective and find ways to cope with any negative thoughts. Step 7. Use positive self-talk. Try talking to yourself in a positive and supportive way. You've gotten into the habit of thinking negatively, but you can get into the habit of thinking in a better way. For example, instead of beating yourself up with negative self-talk, try saying things like, "I can do this," or "Each and every day I am getting better," or "I am capable and strong." This can help boost your self-confidence and motivation. Step 8. Surround yourself with positive people. If you haven't got those people, then fill your YouTube feed with positive influences that make you feel good and that inspire you and motivate you. And then slowly find ways to connect to the kind people in the real world, because that will make a big difference to how you feel. Step 9, prioritize self-care. It is essential to take time to celebrate your accomplishments and treat yourself with kindness. Treat yourself to something you enjoy. Take some time off and rest. And this will send a message to your subconscious that you are just as worthy of love and attention as any human. Step 10, practice gratitude. Practicing gratitude is a simple but powerful way to improve your well-being and happiness. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude is associated with many positive outcomes, including improved physical health, better sleep, and increased life satisfaction. Focusing on what you are thankful for can help you to feel more positive and optimistic. It's hard to feel down when you're focusing on the things you appreciate. In addition, people who practice gratitude find they more easily cope with difficult situations and challenges. Expressing gratitude to others can help strengthen your relationships and deepen your connection with others. It can also encourage others to express gratitude in return, creating a positive feedback loop. If you put these 10 steps into practice consistently, and yes, even when you don't feel like it, you can be sure that you are training your brain to be more positive rather than negative. It will just take a bit of time and effort, but it will be worth it.